Alright, I'm just going to take the time to respond to a few comments on the video that I posted about the ISIS beheading video being fake. So, here's one. 500 million taken from banks in Iraq. Billions used as bribes by the Obama admin, and you claim they wouldn't have an HD camera? This is foolishness. You don't know what you're talking about. ISIS is Obama's rebels, and they use media to lie. Al-Dura is a good example. Well, another boring week. You're half wrong and half right. ISIS, if they really were a terrorist cell, right, and I don't know right now if you're pointing out that they're not real, or, I don't know, but if they really were a terrorist cell, I think that their money would be better spent elsewhere, like assault rifles or IEDs, and I think they would know that, because an army of that size doesn't really, you know, it's not cheap. So there's one thing, and then you're half right, because you say they're Obama's rebels, they use the media to lie. Well, if they're government funded by our government, then they would have an HD camera. And yeah, they make the beheading video in HD. But that's not what happened. At least that's not what I think happened. Like I said, what I think happened was that our government made the video as a hoax to gain support for invading that country. Let's see. Let me find a positive comment here. This guy looks like he could sprout hair from anywhere on his face. Give me 2 days, I'll have a nose ponytail. Not really, but that'd be hilarious. Let's see. I'm looking. This is difficult. There's a lot of comments here. The place where the video is filmed looks like a green screen. I'm surprised nobody noticed how fake the background looks. That's pretty possible. I mean, when they were standing in the sand, it reacted how sand usually would. So, like when they were walking around and shit like that, I mean, that's not surprising to me. But the background, I'm going to have to look at it again. I'm not really so sure. I think you're correct. That's a piece of evidence I missed. I'm going to have to look at that again. And when I upload a video about it in the future, I'll talk about it. Maybe. It depends on trending news topics. Are you crazy? Most terrorists are multimillionaires. All those blurry vids are just propaganda. That's not true. Alright, if we go back to Al-Qaeda and all those videos and all the smaller terrorist cells, that was, a lot of those came out years ago, like before 2010, I'd say 2005, 2006, maybe a few in 07, 08, I don't really know, I didn't get into it then, but those are all blurry because, well, they didn't have any better technology then. You know, those are all probably 280p videos because they're poor people in a small Middle Eastern country, and they didn't have that much money. Okay, let's find another, and then okay, Here we go. Here's a string of comments. Did you guys not hear the sound he makes as his head is being sawed off? Okay, well, yeah, that's called acting. I'm sorry, but it's really bad. I mean, if you're shaving your neck, right, which I obviously don't do, but if you're shaving your neck and you mess up, you nick yourself, you know, you're gonna get a cut. It's gonna bleed. This guy looked like his neck was being sawed at for about 3 seconds. And that's enough time for blood to come out. I'm sorry, but you're wrong, person. Alright, here's one from, look at this last one, I promise. From Lucia Rose. That knife didn't even look big enough to behead somebody. It's amazing how people fall for this shit. I don't. God has my eyes open to the truth. I don't fall for any of this crap. 9/11, Sandy Cook. Oh, God. Okay. Well, I mean, that's not where the comment ends, but that's where I'm going to end it, because this person just goes on a retarded rant. Sandy Hook, pretty real. The Boston bombing was pretty real. 9/11, I don't know. I was like 2 at the time. But that knife is big enough to behead somebody. I mean, there's websites that you can go and see real actual beheadings at, and they've used smaller knives on those sites. It's mostly cartel stuff, but that can happen pretty easily. I'm going to be making a video about the Ferguson riots soon, and also the Louisville Purge, because, you know, why not? So, thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter in the description, and, you know, I tweet back to anybody who tweets at me, so